I'm Dr. Diana Seitz, and I'm Assistant Professor of Applied Violin.
I am Dr. Joel Pagán, and I am Professor of Viola and Violin.
Our recital is a really fun program comprised of a violin and viola duos and a couple of solo numbers, both for violin and for viola. And I think my favorite part is that all of the duets are very, very melodious, beautiful, and really delightful to the ear.
Yes, and we end up with a really cool piece that I think most of you know, the Halvorsen Passacaglia, which is melodious, but it also shows a lot of technique of both instruments. And we're also each playing a solo piece. Dr. Seitz is performing solo Bach, and I'm performing a piece by Brazilian composer Hernán Aguiar. Well, I have performed in many places here in the US, in the Caribbean, South America, and in Europe. But a place that really comes to my mind and to my heart is in the Italian Alps. I played there in many concerts actually in a period of 2 weeks. And there were different castles and different churches and different venues that were surrounded by the beautiful Alps. And it's just a beautiful memory of great places to perform, but also a great audience who was really engaged with the concert.
It so happens that the most recent memory that comes to mind for me is also from Italy. It was summer 2019, where I performed in Italy in an Italian city of Aguiar during a festival, Bach D minor chaconne in this really old Italian church. And as I was performing it there, I realized that this is why Bach wrote music for violin solo in the way he did, because he really, I think, took into an account the acoustics of the churches where everything is so resonant and it echoes so well. And so many things that I did in chaconne in that particular performance really made sense like they never did before. And of course, the audience in Italy is incredible. So it was just a really wonderful, supercharged in a good way with positive energy performance. And I really had a lot of fun. It was very meaningful to me.
One that comes to mind is from a chamber music professor back in my home country, Puerto Rico. She mentioned, we all get nervous when we get on stage, and she talked to me about what to do when you get on stage and not to get nervous. And we come to stage and we bow, and you should not look at the audience and get nervous. On the contrary, you're bowing and you look like you're looking at the audience, but you're not making eye contact. And then you get to perform, and you have to make yourself enjoy the music, otherwise the audience is not going to enjoy the music. So if you forget the audience is there and you concentrate in what you're doing and you enjoy what you're performing, the audience will enjoy that.
My dad was also a professional performer, although he was more in the rock band business. But I remember one particular time I was a teenager and I was really fed up with violin and I wanted to quit. And my dad said, you know what I love the most about my career and about our ability of making music and coming up on stage and doing what we do. What I love the most is that when I am on stage and when I am singing, I basically can make everyone in the audience feel exactly what I'm feeling at that moment. And that is like the most amazing superpower. And I remember when he told me that, it really made me get back into violin playing, got me very excited. And every time when I feel like quitting, I remember that we basically have this superpower, that we have the music that can affect every single person in the audience and make them feel the way we want them to feel. Well, I have to say that I've always been very proud of our music program at UTRGB, and of course, particularly string program. And I have to say that this past couple of years, we've noticed so much growth, both in quantity and quality of students and faculty too. We just added a new faculty, Dr. Norman Gamboa, who's conducting the UTRGV Symphony Orchestra. And I have to say, this is an amazing place to be right now. If you're a string player, especially if you're in Texas, if you're in the Valley, we have this amazing value to offer you. And considering the quality of the students, the quality and level of the faculty, and the price that you cannot beat, I think you should definitely consider us if you're thinking of going into string performance or education.
I am also very proud of our program, and I'm very proud of my colleagues and the work they do. We have a fantastic violin teacher here with us, Dr. Seitz, and we have a fantastic cello and bass professor, Dr. Jansen and Dr. Amorim. And I'm very proud of my work as a viola professor. And we couldn't be any more thrilled about having Dr. Gamboa here, working full-time to grow even more than it has grown our orchestra program. I also want to mention some exciting news. If you have not seen, it's been published that we're going to have a new youth symphony in the area, and it's going to start in the fall of 2021, the UTRGV Youth Symphony. So stay tuned. I'm sure you will get the information through Patron of the Arts or through the UTRGV School of Music website.